Okay. What's up? One more time. Break it down. What's up, Boss? It's me, Ski Boss. Yeah. And welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Why are you on the screen? It's like you're torturing me being on the screen like that. Anyway, in the last chapter, we apparently got accused as killer, even though we didn't kill nobody in the game. But alter ego saved their lives. That's the homeboy. I gotta dab him up real quick. And yeah, Kyoko also jumped in with us, so save us. So yeah. So I'm hearing this is the last chapter of Danganronpa, so we're actually at the end, close to the end. So yeah, we're gonna do that like button review, hit the bell, and let's back up some points, baby. The ultimate despair. No, I always gotta set my freaking mic up every time. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. The same people put together this killing game and begun broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Oh yes, right now.
Anyway.
Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, first of all, there's this door right here. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. But can you use the skeleton key? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I will never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Okay, then use it on the door. Hey Kyoko, can we use that key of yours to open this door?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid into the keyhole. And then it clicked. Yes, it's opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally, we were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6, Ultimate Pain, Ultimate Suffering, Ultimate Despair, Ultimate Execution, Ultimate Death. It's a deadly life! Oh. Wait a minute, it's too early! What? It's too freaking early! After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. First of all, why that angle though? The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. Okay, first of all, I'm trying to get myself. If I can stretch the keyboard just a tad. My goodness, I'm like very uncomfortable. Hold on. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. You would think so. But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. They represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely irrational, but it's our family's creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains it. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never seen anything about her because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kuraguri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
there is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? I want to sever all ties with him. Whoa! Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kuraguri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However,
but he had no entrance in. He didn't want to do detective work, dang it. So he cut himself off from the family. No longer after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your father wanted to take you with him. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what everyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
but there is one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So,
the way everyone else looked at me, I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. Dang. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow had been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need him to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt that he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by a heart or a soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after, I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it. On the other side of the door, Host Peak is waiting for us.
That's
We're
right.
back. Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The latch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of here. Now we're back in Host Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I would never have gotten out of there without you. No thanks is necessary. I was just returning the favor. Okay, so what we're gonna do. So now what do we do? I'm glad it didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might.
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then
let's just get a concrete answer, huh?
in other words.
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can't run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you think rather than stressing out or getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was.
right.
If we talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us to go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiation. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Monokuma! I'm here!
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? Not exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really going to be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right?
Huh?
Wait, did she say that twice? Wait, not that it matters. It should say not that it matters. Why say not that? I don't know. But lose?
Hey!
You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as a black and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to the unexpected development,
Indeed.
you acted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and tried to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery, alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro, you did.
Listen to me.
Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Interesting. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the black is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You're talking a big game. You're saying the Blacken is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can't prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is it, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I won't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
Boom, boom.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the... I did the wrong thing. Hold on. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely disappointed. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. It was assured that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove it wrong. Here come on. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
it's true.
To do Makoto's trial over again, only this time you follow school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for
It's
one
not-
last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, that would make our proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makoto's killer, of the mastermind itself. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? They'd probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things a little bit. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right?
And if it would cause you unbearable despair, right?
Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
Will your hope win out, or will your despair
Claim victory.
I can barely
It's
contain
a one
myself!
violent grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is a long way to climax, right?
Just guessing the killer is barely a hard ending.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing against the school, even if you can't do it.
I can barely
Then
contain
you'll-
myself!
Then you'll be careful. Sorry, what was I at? Wait, huh?
Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all.
If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mystery of the school,
Guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, How would an ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how I can't read. What is going on with me? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement.
You don't have to be suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating.
Every time it's based on the school regulation. Everything is based on the school regulation.
And having a trial for Makuro is no exception to that.
Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulation, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro
It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay. Not everyone. Anyway, here's a thing. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you all this already. This killing game begun with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Host Peak Academy since the killing game begun are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why is he so quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
Phew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave it to me. Get out of my way.
I'm going. You're really going to see?
I don't even care anymore. You're all going to get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting you ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Makoto's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away, and just like that, you're out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not being executed. I still had my life. Ow, I gotta lift my leg. My life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have, thank you. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle's still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
phew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept.
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So what was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you... Wait, what? And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about anything like that happening very often, and so hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of release... What? That kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet, somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must be some kind of reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would
The
seem...
mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anyone.
In other words,
The mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
I was trying to say what time it is. The outside world has a name for the students of Hope Academy, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right? You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that. So try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. But what? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. The kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would despise. I don't know what that word said. That group who only purpose motivation comes from despair. But is that really their But is that really their own reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a company. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this would have been a game, but one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That's precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of them regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay across the morgue. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they wouldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, follow all their proper rules to get me killed. They begun a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when the fact was disclosed on live TV to the entire world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect
In
form.
other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they're violating their violation. It will only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they're violating their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Oh, well, this got good. Hold on, let me put my desk up so it looks good. Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts, plans, you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reason, especially I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right this time. At least I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be fair, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally calm from the moment we decided to go talk to him. But my nose itches. Presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I show you my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this one,
correct.
or everything we've gone through would have been for naught. Right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it will cost us our lives. There's no option except to win. But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the
shall
others.
we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? There we go. And suddenly we were greeted with You again. You going to Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached his limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sign of relief.
Is that Makoto?
Yeah, I'm back, baby. Yeah.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Of course.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Bro, you know you love it, bro. You know you like to mess with me, man. You chill, bro. You know, as it progresses, yeah, you realize that he got a little more chill now? I'm just saying.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
If you pull up one more thing about this stupid ghost stuff, I'm going to punch you. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like wet dog. Get away. Shoo. Well, screw you, man. This is what happens when you go in the garbage. In a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
Oh, my bad.
Yes.
My bad. My hand, oh my gosh, my hand just slipped. Okay. I know there's a transcript on here somewhere. So, there's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma. Explain what? But is it okay that we're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mercuro's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? I'm still alive, ain't I? No, I didn't do it like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed
That's right.
Mercuro? Mercuro. I'm sorry. I'm trying to forget how to pronounce the name now. That's right. It was all an elaborate trap made by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
Was there two twos? But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
but executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blacken, is a clear violation of school regulation. The rule states that only the Blacken is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rule, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed. Does that mean they really did break the rule? They had to. No, they had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Fair officer. You know what I'm trying to say of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said not now that it's the mastermind that ensnares, that's what you're referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko later to explain it later. Again, later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mercuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate you!
Hey, you said you could agree to turn without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, wants to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school mysteries, it's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that, huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries. That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? You talking about the little 16th student thing?
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So in other words,
if the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Makoto says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma would have probably murdered Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
in other words,
So according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Host Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in this killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall in the very beginning, and Makuro and you get 16, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have been one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing here right now. Need I continue, or do you get it now? What? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be that serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have said all that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but one among many. Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate spare can... So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have known someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
They made Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up the dialogue and action beforehand. There's no way he could have had those back and forth conversations with us. I'm trying to see what time it is. Dang, I'm almost in the freaking hour. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. But, well, maybe, but still. Where's Fazbear?
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Ooh.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Bet. How very... I don't even know how to say that. I'm not even going to try to say of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time his talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can rely only on myself, on the Dogami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Dogami left the dining hall. Master! he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Did you blame him? Well, Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream out the cream. Coffee. You're totally useless. Bye. That Toko chunked out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're going to go off by yourself, right, Makoto?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm going to go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm going to use my total awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. But aren't you usually 30% right? With the 70% is going to fail. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really going to go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? Oh, that's the wrong one. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know. But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. You haven't been here. If you haven't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say, but still, I know I've been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm going to go off and do it on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Now once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
So, how we doing this? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our search separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see as the splitting up to cover more ground, and then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can investigate all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko is gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Akuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which was completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but we read that already. Once we find out who killed Mukuro, then we'll know who the mastermind is. But where should we start? Where should I start my investigation? Figure out where Christina goes. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up before now. The headmaster's room. Oh, wait. Let me write that down. Let me write it down real quick. Let me write that down real quick. Biolab. And the data center. Second door. Oh, and the second floor of the dorm where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? Wait, the second floor of the dorms. Oh, okay. The second floor dorms. There's a second floor dorms? I don't remember none. And after that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the mirror, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, so I'm getting my key details. Garden and dojo. Okay, time to get started. Okay. Oh, I mean, he wrote it down for me, but alright. I already got it though. First up, we got the headmasters, which I believe that's the 4th floor. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's a nice room. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing him for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Dagami. How you doing?
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive you?
Such
Okay. I'll talk to you, bro. What's up? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. Class number 78 student roster. It was on top of that desk. It contains profiles for all of us and Makuro.
So in other
Apparently,
words,
class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Makuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can only be no doubt Makuro was a student here at Hope Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Makuro, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tears, the way the paper had been crumbled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get in, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page. Correct. Makuro's profile actually contained 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makuro that we still didn't know. Or still don't have. What kind of info? Why do you ask me to explain every little detail? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us each an interesting clue. I was half listening to Tagami as I skimmed through the report. The card reappeared suddenly in the background and into the floats, close but just out of reach. Then you know as the ultimate despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Makuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to push forward with my research and into the ultimate despair. And I need to pay attention to Makuro's behavior too. This is all my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through, and as a member of Fernery, I don't even pronounce that no more. When she entered Host Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my favorite students after all, but if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Makuro was part of the ultimate despair? I don't think there can be any doubt about it now, but wouldn't that mean Makuro and the mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Makuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Makuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Makuro was. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information in the file that should be noted. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5'7" 5 pounds. And it 50 foot by 50 foot was crazy. 5'7" 97 pounds. And it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you make your way back to the corpse and find the Dango, and then you're basically throwing your life away. I don't know why I add that part. Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Makuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm,
It's all
right?
clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that info is your business. So I'm back to being Togami's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko very well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Look, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that fate might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But any hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't. Well, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Well, that was it. Okay, that was apparently it. Oh, the bio lab. Whoa. Look at that. Here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold. It's like when I'm normally cold. I feel like I'm in the giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Okay, man, it looks like a morgue, judging how it looks. Okay, so I'm starting to realize something. I was counting the freezing thing, and there's Makoto, Kyoko, Hina, Togami, Toko. Wait. Got Makoto, Kyoko, Hina, Togami, Toko, and then you got Hiro. That's 6. Which means there should be 10 bodies. Where the frick is the other one? If you're counting the 16. There's some kind of weird machine or something built on the wall. On the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side there's some kind of weird machine. Oh wait. Oh, okay. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all needs. In addition to your germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ETH gas. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I did that. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automatic systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimal settings. With our settings, everyone can rest their body. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer in an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. I'm still thinking, where's the other body? Wait, it just clicked. They reused the body. They reused the body. So it had to be a female. But okay, so we're fake nails. We definitely know it's not Sakura. Could be Junko? Maybe? I don't know, like But no, they said Makuro. But no, they said the body was Makuro. I am so lost right now. I've been sitting a lot of those things lately. But looking around, I think I get it. It seems to be clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Oh, okay. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which means inside each slot is lit blue. Another one of the victims is. I can't let my emotions take control of me right now. There's only one thing to do for everyone here, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. Okay. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something right. But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can agree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being locked. Be on time. Oh, no, I hit the space bar. Okay. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. You good? Okay. You sure there's no clues? Okay. Apparently there is no clue. Huh? Huh? It's gone. Makuro's body. It's not here. What want me to do? In the shed? Is it in the shed? Maybe the body is inside the tool shed? I better check this to make sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in their case, so I better look into it. With this. The killer used a tarp to keep the sprinkler from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on it in one corner of the tarp. Biolab. It says Biolab. And this originally came from the Biolab. Okay. That's all I really needed to check here. Bet, alright.
Hey, Makoto.
Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder what that Monokuma door was. So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although, I can't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Alright, here goes nothing. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover for you. That's the blackest move you could do. I don't want to get exploded. Hannah raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I drew on my way into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. The control Monokuma. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What is this device? Looks some kind of control panel? It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Euphemie probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start by poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. You know, already start jabbing at the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. You know, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center? Take a good look at the control panel. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each one with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door, the room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'll probably go check it out. Yes, please, I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just carry on from over here. Wow, okay. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? I did not say nothing. Hey. Hey?
Gar, give me all your donuts.
Is that you, Hina?
What? Oh, man. What's this? How did he know?
Say what?
Anyway, where is this? Some kind of robot control camera kind of setup?
Oh, wait. You don't even know where you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can really see anything from in here.
See anything from in here?
Found it.
I guess what I found is self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh, man.
Were you seriously going to push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Okay, so I gotta go back, right? Okay. Oh, Himiko, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind had been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind had been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is definitely separate from the data center area with all the drills. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind cameras and control Monokuma at the same time. Yes, sir. Kyogo's theory was right, but if the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would be to be true. But if that is true, okay, about the 16 students. And then the mastermind Makoto's puppeteer really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... this is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it is impossible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay. You want to get going? Yeah. I'm gonna go lie, that kind of scared me a little bit. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door. It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. They were in the room this whole entire time. They were in there. Wait, where did they hide? Bro, I look like a cool G with these glasses though, but I mean, P.I. Ski always looks good in the thick glasses. Yeah, what's up? But anyway, where did they hide? You're right, locked, but why? Of course it's locked. The data center is now restricted. Monokuma.
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting everything you want to feel like. It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just stopped and stopped running. Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Mundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor. That's what that was. That's what that was. I thought that was like some type of panel. Okay. Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, the hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be open from the outside, right? So, it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to... We oh good. We don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found. Nice. Nice. You got me all motivated
You got
again.
it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off with a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Okay. So no more data center. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Why is it so wrecked? This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some kind of ancient ruins. Or, no, it looks like a battleground. Like a bomb blew up in here or something. Hey, just don't hurt me, please. Oh yeah, someone got crushed. Oh, you can go in. Oh, goodness gracious. We got lockers. Okay, this room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the host peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a key card installed on the door. That must be how to get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card reader for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And if you have to use your e-handbook to open this, so does that mean, well, let's give this a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the car scanner, and then, no luck. Maybe only the locker owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult
Correct.
atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko,
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Like what type of regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She might be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Okay, up here. There's a PC on this that must belong to her headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in ultimate despair. The PC still has some research results left on it, then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happens last year ago. They're the worst source of people. Whoever driving forces comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kurger failure. But any information about the headmaster is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. That is the creepiest freaking evidence I've ever seen. Okay, so like anything in the closet, like go back here. Yeah, my dog scared me. I looked down. So the sunglasses so dark, like I can barely see in the hallway. Like I can make out something, but so I look down and I just see my dog walk. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
so
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out of it. A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space. Does this mean... You mean like in a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick. Yeah, so easy. I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Even the right password enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have any clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly
it's true.
to go on. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by the regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting for there. But maybe for her there's more to that than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, there's no way I stand a chance. No wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her father, the idea that he would use her as his own password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if it's not it, this might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Karaguri. My hands were tense, suddenly trembling, and as I finished typing it in, it opened! What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. Oh shoot. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual? Okay, it was on the present. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm kind of getting bad vibes from it. But, I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprisingly probably.
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's something you'll not be happy. Wait, so do you know what's in there? Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying there's something that's gonna make me want to scream? Is this bones in the box? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. Took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever slowly, I heard it lift up. Light begun to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... What is it? Kyoko's face was no use. I let out a trembling scream. Oh, goodness gracious. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, you could have possibly imagined.
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as I thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing as that guy in the box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? Same one who's been searching for us? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. Oh, but the mastermind being in his 40s. I remember that. Older Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words,
then most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said we wanted to see her father, so she could cut off all ties, but was that all she was there to do? Was that pride, ordering her academy, blah blah blah, no? Would she really give up her pride just like that? I couldn't help but wonder. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of your investigation. I don't. Okay then. If you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer, is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a kind of label on it. This is a case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
Handmaster? As a headmaster, a handbook with no limitations, given to the school ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuring that's what that is. I think you're probably right. You might prove yourself as we continue our investigation. Don't you hold on to it. But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? The filing cabinet seems the kind of place to find a clue. I should take a closer look, but I don't think Kyoko will like some stranger touching that stuff.
Hey,
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found was piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business or legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much different other failures. Sure, he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. On this picture, it's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait. Oh, it's a younger Kyoko. That's so cute. Is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it's only inconvenient you two, what? And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a bit.
Just
I
a
need
second.
to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your father. How you're only connected by blood but not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were trying to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this is an issue that can't be settled with theories. The picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. Sorry.
Anyway,
Once I got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, you must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt. There's no doubt she gave me... There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is that 16th student, as we said. Can we stop doing flashbacks? 15 of us met in the main hallway. Add Mercuro the mix, you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Only everyone else is dead. Even Mercuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Togami, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Makoto. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Okay, now we got the key card, right? So I wonder if I can open this box. So does that mean maybe unlock? Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it a try one more time. Okay, do it. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the e-reader. Alright, that's what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Nope, don't see anything that could. Okay. Look at notebook. There's a thing in particular empty. That's just one day. It's some kind of. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see any name written on it, so I can't say for sure who it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out even, like whoever wrote this was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really whatever. I didn't even get to see what that word in my finger checked. Huh? I was flipping to the pocketbook, and my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar there, words I never heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope Academy into a shelter and isolate the students here in communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more detail regarding the plan. Here's what he said: the point is to keep our students prodigy safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome their disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, is not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve the foundation of a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll all be willing to go along with this plan. So, that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. It's Kyoko's book. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It can't be anyone else's. But if it belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in his locker? What she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Okay, that's the plan. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me about this wrong. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, my question mark spinning through my head just started spinning much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrambled. Spare walks among us, and so I don't know what the freak I said. What is this? What does it mean? I mean, I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? The spare walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second to spare. Blah 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 blah. Let's see what we got. Oh, this locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to, probably his organization, comes in every part of their life.
The next day.
Okay, this is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used his locker. It's just not possible. He's talking about Hero, ain't he? Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're they're fortune cards. I don't know what to call them. But wait. Are those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuffed this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the locker, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, "Oh my god. Is this our hero?" The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which might mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hero came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because those lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the locker that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Okay, where it goes. Class trial time! Very fast there.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
But now he wants to give us a hint. It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap, but even knowing that, he said go to the gym, right? Okay, what's the hint? What is the hint? Give me the hint. Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto. Why you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You're Harmonika's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. What did he tell him? Hiro, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off in a frightening animal. Hiro, it was like he was trying to avoid me. I was home to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Had he been hiding something this whole time? What did he tell him? I guess he told everyone one by one.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? What? This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Oh my gosh. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to host Peak at the same time as me. But wait, there's someone behind I haven't heard that name in a while now. Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Togami and I were in the headmaster room and we looked at that file. Mukuro. I forgot how to pronounce the last name. Then this girl is... Wait, why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And then I'm looking at it. It's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. picture has 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone was when I arrived here at Host P. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. But that everyone was like me and I didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then that could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep this rambling of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're gonna get in the way of standing there. You're gonna get in the way of standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not filling any questions.
Unbelievable.
Kind of miserable would this be if I gave you all the answers that'd be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Dang it. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. However, that counts as a hint. It made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me? Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. Let's just check. No, I have to clear all of this up. Oh my goodness gracious, now I gotta ask everybody. Oh, Togami. Listen, do you think we could talk? Togami?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as we're friends. Wait. Of course he didn't, he just walked away. What the? Why is he acting like that? Like he purposely trying to avoid me. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto. Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast, I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Okay, what does Makoto being out the photo got to do with anything? Why is everyone freaking out like that? Hero, you ran away from me before, man. Hey, Hero. Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified. What the frick is going on? You know, what's wrong? I was still not able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me, like he was afraid of me. Why? They probably think I'm the mastermind. They probably think I'm the mastermind because I'm not in that photo. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Toko! Oh goodness gracious. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Ah! It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? Huh. I must have fainted again. But you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Then what? Hide and bother? Straight up porn? Whoa. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Rose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazanga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like I doubled the memory. No, it's more like half. What I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me. Now, or slip my throat. I don't know. I'm sure Togami's around here somewhere doing his own investigation.
Yes.
Find out. I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire!
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be. Okay. Toko shut off, her laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point of asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be a reason for it. But there's a body right there. The fridge is open. I'm sure they were all shut the last time I was here. That must be why she's passed out.
Right.
When did you get here? She fainted so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's
It would seem...
the morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I expected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside drop like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands stretched out. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Makuro's body is in here. Huh? Makuro's cord. Makuro's body's in the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it because they assumed we won't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. But that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know when I'm finished. That's it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You done? I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he gave us a hint at this point would be confuse us to clear our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hint he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but that's what's done is done. Standing here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind force that picture as they tried to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay, well, are you done with the body yet? My god! So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on, looking around the number of lights that are, including Makuro's, there's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights. You done? You know, I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same one I found in the garden, and I remember the tarp. It had a stamp that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder of the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay, she's finally done. Thank you. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Oh, geez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, what did you find? Anything?
Indeed.
I paid close attention to the wound and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burn tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were fatal injuries, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion to the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
But the difference is immersed, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murderer. Are you saying they are? But we got all the Monokuma file right here. She was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Makura herself wasn't killed within the last few days? She was with us the whole time, wasn't she? She was disguised as Junko, wasn't she, bruh?
At the very least...
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can you? One of many? The detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities while without bias, using all their logic and common sense. Then as they investigate, they test what they find against each other and their possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be good at a detective work. Beyond using that to solve the particular mystery, you should keep it in mind. You should keep it in mind for the future. Okay?
Hey.
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Think about it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Makura's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Follower 31, 22, 32. That says 31, 22, 32. Okay. Did I get that all that right? You remembered all that? Oh goodness. They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the...
Indeed.
I forgot about the wolf name. Our victim in this case is without that Makuro.
And?
Is that all you want to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then, looks like we have no further business with Makuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like that?
Why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
Whew.
You really are naive, you know? You're really quite impelling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then...
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now... Kyoko! Pocketbook info! Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? But you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorm?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whatever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the immersion handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's
And?
headroom? So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, the only locker owners should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine the locker belonged to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to those inner lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in my locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video.
Makoto.
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can. That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that is my locker. Your locker. If you watch this, it all makes perfect sense. The DVD, it says Class 78. Urgent interview.
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't think to explain exactly what I think it means, so watch it, see for yourself. I think you realize what it means. You understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means something important clue on this DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I've made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answer to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swear to the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on it. Kyoko's eyes burn with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's no understanding it. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's no much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There is only one absolute truth. Whether the truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not. Because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much I'm good at, you know. Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leave behind the final farewell. Kyoko was gone. Ready to get myself going. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if that's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Okay. I bet y'all cold in this room, dang it. This should be able to play DVD just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to make it feel like an eternity, and all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? Took me by total surprise. I haven't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Then. Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spend the rest of your life in the school? Except... What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
You know, dude, that where the video cut out. There was a lot I had understood till now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard because, oh goodness, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams for her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder, so why? Why would she just say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes dragged back to the screen. And if I was confused before, while I saw next push me right over the edge. What I saw was me. And possibly undeniable me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seems like a fairly normal conversation. But in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster's match, sitting in and talking to him like
now,
this.
Shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
How did Mom come again inside the school? Wait a minute, I'm confused. I don't think the video cuts out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Togami, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said they agreed to live in the school forever. And then Kyoko too. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD itself, the DVD player itself, had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsies, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when it doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's when failure is, right? Failure, my butt. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, I'd just be more of the same. Yes. Me the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exaggerated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that point, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too convenient. The convenient outcome? Something that seemed to be obviously work in favor of the mastermind? So does that mean I lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten, or... Ready, Fazbear! Is it time? Is it time to go?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
Yes.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is about to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Yes, that's hope music right there, baby. That red door ain't just filled with despair no more. It's hope, baby, hope. I guess I'm the first one this time. You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you're fully prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Togami? They arrived one after another, but they were all still in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silent, and it wasn't any normal silence. It was definitely silence of fear and suspicion. And like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared.
I'm late.
I'm
Strong Silence Master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loin, what?
Yes!
Now listen, everything will just be fine if you leave it to me. With my scissors, sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gore and shiver the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable boys. If it's what master wants, it can't be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, we're not gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well, let's begin.
Kills,
The final class trial is going to be slaughtered in pitch black despair. Climaxium sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. What you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing now. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square. And I'll make sure everyone watches at home knows that despair is my dindy hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your now you talk. Enough of your drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of
This
my
will be
family.
over in no time. With some confidence, Togami was the first in the elevator. One by one, the others followed. No one made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared in the elevator. They're all acting odd, like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However...
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However...
But you can tell us about it soon, with the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
So...
Ready to win, right? Of course. Yeah! I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Let's do it. I started making my way towards the opening. Step after step towards the gaping or not. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, one steady leg, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend deeper and deeper. Deeper still. Deeper and deeper. Deeper still. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibrations of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th.
Chills!
Let's begin! Oh man, he don't get to say it? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna roll here about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yes, we are on the last part of chapter 6, the final part of the game, and we are going to win this thing. We are. And I can't use my power because we took too long. So, you guys stay today. But y'all do hit that like button, review, hit that bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye! And yes, I took his intro. Shucks, suck it.